Well, so good morning everybody. We are here doing a massive house. This has a conservatory around the back. Yeah, we're here doing this house, absolutely massive. The customer has just informed us that the power washer hasn't finished around the back and that he'll be back later this afternoon. So we're going to have to leave some of the windows till tomorrow afternoon, which is a bit of a pain. But that is what it is. Yeah. So the lads are inside working away on the inside, and I'm going to get the pole system to that high bit with the Unger pad and give that a go. I'm not completely mad about the pads because it's so much harder work, hard to get it right. I can get it right, but it takes a lot and a lot of awkward glass. So yeah, so that's what we're at here. Yeah, that's our day. We've got a few other jobs to do later on. That's where we're at. Friday morning.
Dirty basements, dirty noise, dirty places coming through.
That's the toolbox there, and I am changing the blade on my scraper because man, you should see the inside of the kitchen window. Absolutely destroyed. Same way as the exact same as the shower. She wants me to do the shower door. These Unger blades never seem to last quite as good. They seem to go a little bit rusty and that in comparison, so be very careful. Very, very, very sharp. So that goes on to there. And that, I always get this the wrong way around. And that goes up the other way around. Never mind me. Still got the wrong way around. No matter how many times I do this, I always struggle. And I'm not a stupid person, I like to think. But no, I was right the first time. Haha. In she goes. Brand new blade. Awful careful. Put the cap on it. We're back inside. Well guys, I am on the way home. Yeah, I'm on the way home. What sort of a day was it today? Well, it was a day of not a whole pile of video content for you. A lot of hard work done again today. Loads of hard work today. We were doing gutters, stuff like that. And we've had a bit of hassle with our accountant. And had a bit of hassle with our accountant because there's been a lack of communication between the office and the accountant, with the blame mainly lying on the accountant. And their boo-boo means that I have to pay double the employer's tax for the last 3 months. So I have a VAT bill of £1,000 and I have an employer's bill of twice that. So yes, twice that. Absolutely huge money. So I'm not too happy about that. Now I get it's double because I should have been deducting from the employees a certain amount before their tax credit was sorted out. But all the same, it's a real annoyance. It shouldn't have happened. We know better now, but the person that should have known better all the way along is the accountant, because they were supposed to be looking after payroll for us, and as it is, they didn't look after payroll for us very well. So it's been a real shame that it's rocked the way it rocks. It doesn't help cash flow when you have that kind of bill coming out. So it is what it is. We also had some quotes to give today. We gave them. I've got to do some of those quotes up over the weekend. Again, it's very hard. A lot of them are big jobs, probably about $5,000 worth of cleaning. And again, it's very hard because the tender's going out to loads of different people, so you do want to get it. Some of the guys were saying, is there any point in getting it? But there's always a point to work, but it's at what price point? Again, there's no point doing it without making any profit, so you want to make profit at the same time as being reasonable. So that's what we were trying to do. So that's what we were trying to do. We priced a couple of other jobs. We have another job for early morning. We have some of our big factories on tomorrow, and the woman that cancelled us this morning, so we have that to do. So tomorrow will be quite big. One of the places that we quoted, we're doing it early tomorrow morning at 7:30 in the morning, so that'll be quite good as well. Again, I don't know what this video content is like, as I have it in the phone holder here and I am just working away. So again, kind of blows these days that you have a bill for a few grand to give the revenue. Kind of blows sometimes like that. You kind of go, your owed list is quite high, and you end up giving most of your cash flow away to the government like that, but that is what it is. You just have to rise above it and take it. And again, the office has just been completely taken over by trying to work this out, and trust me, the accountant, well, it's not the main accountant, it's the accountant's helper, has been a disaster with wrong figures, not able to open up certain Excel files. It's been an absolute nightmare in ways, which is a nightmare for my employees, but it's also money. It's money that I'm sure the accountant is billing us for, and I'm sure it's time wasted for my employees as well. So I've emphasised it next week there to leave all that and to get back to the good stuff of getting concentrated again on our work, cold calling and stuff like that, and we're going to get back onto all that stuff again. So that's what went down this week. Again, it's so much of it's so annoying, especially when somebody's getting stuff wrong. Even when she sent the stuff to at the very end, it was all wrong again, and we had to correct it and say, oh look, those guys didn't do those hours this week, you're getting confused. Again, is it a pain? Yes, it's a big pain. Is it going to be bad for cash flow? Yes, it's going to be bad for cash flow. Will it be fixed out in the future? Yeah, it'll be fixed in the future. Will I let this happen again? No. Fool me once, shame on you, accountant. Fool me twice, shame on me. So now we know what to be looking for, what not to let her get away with. You learn as you go on. If like I was saying to the girls in the office, how much smarter are we now than what we were this time last year, and how much more do we know now? And I suppose that's how it rolls. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. The importance of cash flow and getting the money in there, we're always owed thousands and thousands and thousands, sometimes into 5 figures, but the need to keep that at a minimum if we can is vitally important. Yes, some of you guys were asking how come my employees are part-time and they're not full-time, because we have 5 employees on the books and they're all part-time, and then sometimes those hours over the week can work out to full-time work and sometimes they don't. For instance, the lads would have done 3 days this week, and again, it depends what work is in. If you have a company and there's 4 of you out for 3 days a week, you've got 12 man days of work that week. And if you've got full-time work, well then you're getting done 5 people's. So I suppose I'm in business to make money and not to lose money, for sure. And at the end of the day, if I had them full-time, what happens on a week that is that we don't have as much for them? Say the last couple of weeks they've only been doing 3 days. Like, what happens on those weeks if I don't have to work for the 5 days? Now, I've been pushing for more and more work, but what happens if we don't have it? Well, then you end up paying their wage regardless. But it's not just their wage, you end up paying their holiday pay, you end up paying their government charges, you end up paying everything more. So that's not cool. So I only have them for the days that I need them, and then they can claim off the government for other days that I don't need them. So that's kind of how it works. That's why I have part-time. Thankfully, the guys that I do have part-time are happy to be that way. It suits their life, it suits their lifestyle, it suits their other days, and so it suits me. Now, if I had the work there for them all the time, sure, it would suit. Now, I only have 1 day contracts with them, so they're guaranteed at least that every single week. But apart from that, because I have to look after business, I'm not